Welcome back to the amusement park. I've been expecting you. But we're not here to have fun. This is all about payback. You've ruined my plans one too many times. You've captured some of my soldiers, and in return, I've decided to take your little friends. If you want them back, you have to play a simple game of hide and seek. You see, I've hidden the professor and Natalie somewhere in the park, and it's your job to find them before something terrible happens. The soldiers in the area are angry and ready for retaliation, and I won't be responsible for their actions. Take a look around. I fixed up the park just for you. Are you ready for the ride of your life?
Welcome to another part of Escape 1. This time, we're doing Monkey Madness. We're gonna catch Spectre. There's also 24 monkeys and 10 tokens. You might be noticing how long this video is. Yeah. This is the longest level of the game. And, yeah, this little area around here, it branches. So we have 4 areas we need to go to save our friends, which is Spectre and Natalie, the Professor and Natalie. We have to basically go into all 4 of these areas to take care of them, you know, make sure we save them, and take care of any monkeys we find as well. And tokens, don't get tokens. And yeah, he's got this floating statue here that's a fountain. I don't know how that works. Anyway, the areas are the coaster, which I hate this. It's called the Nispled coaster. What the fuck that says above the coaster name? If I can read it, I can barely read it. Spectre Circus, which is interesting. There's the go-kart area, which is currently locked off by electricity, and there's also these little stands here that look like I can actually get in them, but it's a visible wall, so I don't get it either. But yeah, go-kart. We can't go in there yet until that electricity is gone. And Western Land, which is an interesting level, and it's optional. It's not important. The important areas are the coaster and the circus. We're going to the coaster first because the coaster is bullshit. At least for your first time, but even then, it's still a bastard. It's called the Terror Coaster, and we can pretty much jump off of it when we want. We can actually jump in the coaster, not jump off. We can't get out of the coaster once we get on it, not until we actually get to the end of the ride, at least. And yeah, there's an optional area here that we can take, in which there's a moving platform above the nothingness, and inside of here is a little hidden area that actually has a monkey as well. It's a nice little arcade area. Just full of arcade machines though. It's just kind of here, an area that you wouldn't think to ever go to as a kid. It has kids on it. It's kind of weird, kind of scary. Anyway, moving on. We're gonna be climbing up here with the hoop, which the edges bounces off. And I kind of fucked up here and didn't land on this because it moves fast, and yeah, I died. By the way, we have a lot of lives, don't we? I have like 30 lives at this point. Get ready to kind of lose a lot of those lives in this one, because this coaster ride, I'm not kidding when I say it's bullshit. You're about to find out. In fact, the first run here is going to be exactly what a person playing this game for the first time would experience. They would not survive this on their first go. So you go down here, you know, you go for all this shit, and all of a sudden, wall. You don't have much to react to. However, these signs come up and you can react to them, but you don't expect them. And then they delay the signs right there, and then don't get any more signs, and then you die. So, here's the thing about this. You only get warned about the signs twice. After that, the signs are just going to appear, and you're supposed to have memorized them from muscle memory. So the first 2, you won't tell you. The 3rd and 4th, they will, but the 4th one, they'll delay it a bit to fuck with you. And the 5th one and above will basically not have any warning, and you'll be fucked over for it. And by the way, there are Spectre tokens here. The first one, you don't jump for. The second one, you do. And there's also a life in this area that you have to jump for, but I keep missing it, so don't bother about it, because you barely have any time to react to that one anyway. And that's the thing about this, you have barely any time to react to these. And the worst part is that these walls are randomized. After the first go, the walls and the positioning will actually be different. Especially if you come back here if you missed anything and you need to, like, you know, get that shit like a monkey or a token or whatever. The walls will randomize, and even muscle memory, you'll probably get fucked by it. So it's really dickish. And again, there are no warnings, and you're flying right into them. So you're gonna get killed a few times because you have no reaction time to fucking jump over this shit. They expect you to just handle this no problem, but it's one of the most infuriating and bullshit parts of the fucking game. And there would also be a wall in that turn. Again, it's all randomized, and it's all bullshit. It's mean. It really is. But luckily it's only 2 rides of that fucking coaster, and you're here. And this area is where Natalie is. So we gotta go save Natalie first. The professor can wait. He's in the circus. But this area isn't fun.
Hey! How's it going?
Well, don't just stand there. Get me out of here!
I can't reach you from here. I've got to find a way in there.
There must be a way in here somehow. I remember that they walked me around that way. It took a long time. Just find a way and get me out of here. Will you hurry up?
Okay.
Oh, hurry up. Please get me out of here. It's cold. I'm scared and I have a fear of heights.
So yeah, she's caged up and we have to go save her. And this is really a haunted mansion sort of amusement park, and it hurts you. There are ghosts. You attack them with your stun club, though you would never think of doing that. You might be thinking the hula hoop here can help you get past the knife. No, because the dirt here slows you down, and the fire here hurts you, and the ghosts are bullshit because they circle around you, and if you move, they start homing in on you, and it's just... it's annoying. And you got these race guys, which are extremely easy. And, yeah, as you can see, we have to get across from here. But how do we do that? Well, we need to press the button to activate the bridge, and the button is where a monkey is, right over here. He won't press it, but he will press another button. This button will open up this door. There are 2 ways of handling this. One is one that I'm going to show you pretty soon. It's the intended way. And the other is the luck way. I'll call it that. The luck way involves the monkey running through the button and you going through the door when he presses the button. Like so. Then you capture him and you get the button, and there you go. Now, if you're speedrunning 100%, I mean any percent, and you don't want to waste your time going around, this is sort of, if you're lucky, you can pretty much get some time from doing this. I'm pretty sure there's a better way of getting through this shit. Like maybe you can skip the whole bridge entirely and just like make the big jump over. But yeah. Basically, you can just go through the door, if lucky, and get the monkey, or you can avoid the monkey if you wanted to. Because the whole point of this is to get Spectre. Monkeys aren't really that important right now. In fact, I don't think they ever become important for the entire level. The monkeys, you know, they're just there for 100% reasons. Because this is where we fight Spectre. I'm not joking. This is actually the last level of which we can fight Spectre. So, yeah. But first of all, there's Natalie. She's in her cage. And there's also 3 monkeys who will jump down this pit with a bunch of coffins. And there'll be ghosts coming out of them. And, yeah. They're annoying to fight. The hula hoop will not help you out, by the way. I haven't had a single moment where the hula hoop actually kills them and not hurts me. And, yeah. They're annoying as fuck, these ghosts, and so are the monkeys, considering there are so many of these coffins, and yeah, it's just... I tried to attack this fucker with a spin, didn't work. And I will die here, don't worry. I will lose another life because these guys are annoying, and... yeah, it's kind of bullshit trying to, like, time this right, to where you can actually figure out which they're coming out of and taking care of them. But luckily if you die, you have enough time to actually get to the middle one. I'm not joking. Just run straight forward and get him. You'd even get the next one if you were fast enough and he was slowing down a bit. Of course they're punching me, so that's not gonna happen. But yeah, get off of these monkeys and we'll save Natalie somehow. And yeah, that's pretty much about it for this. We'll save Natalie and we can leave this area. Which means we're going for the coaster again. Luckily though, the coaster is a bit more generous. You won't actually ride it, so that's good news.
Ow! Hey! Couldn't you bring me down a little more gently?
Well, it's not my fault. Didn't you see that the cage fell on its own? That's the thanks I get. Hope you didn't hit your head too hard.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Now, where is Spectre?
I haven't found him yet.
What about Jake?
Nope.
Oh, what have you been doing all this time? Let's go, we've got to find them.
Where are you going?
I'm going back to the lab. We can't find them or beat them without our equipment. Besides, you don't need me here. Ah! What was that? Ah!
Ha! Good cutscene. And yeah, that's pretty much about it for this area. However, I kinda did miss something. If you've already played this game 100%, you would know. But it's not very obvious. In fact, this is one of the most well-hidden things of this game. But yeah, that's it for the coaster for now. We'll be coming back here later on to show how random the walls are, as well as what I missed. Don't worry, we'll be 100% in this level when we come back after being Spectre. But right now we're going inside the circus, which... the circus is... well... just watch.
Ah! Professor! Are you hurt?
No. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. How are you? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Good. Well, I'm glad to see that you're all right. Oh, what a predicament I'm in. I need to get out of here and back to the lab. Do you think you can help me?
Sure, but how do I get in there?
The entrance is at the very top. You should be able to get in here from there.
All right, I'll be right there.
Right, so about the circus. There are no monkeys and there are no Spectre tokens. The whole point of this area is for you to save the professor. There's even a little mini-boss this area, and also these little jump pads are annoying for the first time. I didn't realize that they would jump me up, and I thought I could just like fly through them. No, didn't work. Also, there are these balloon guys, which will explode into you and home into you if you get close enough. And trying to time yourself to hit them is a bit annoying. And the spin attack isn't exactly the most useful thing against these guys, so... yeah. It's, not really good. But yeah, once you get through this tile area, you'll be coming to a mini-boss. And yeah, there are no Spectre tokens or monkeys. This entire area is just to save the professor. You will never come back here again after you've saved the professor. There's no point. You do get this nice little music though, which only appears in this level. And yeah, fuck these guys. They only appear in this level too. quite a lot of this shit only appears in this little area, so... Anyway, it's time for the mini-boss, and the mini-boss is... Well, you're about to find out. It's not really that good.
Welcome to my circus.
Yep, he's the ringmaster apparently, even though he's on a ball and such, and playing with his balls. And I thought I could just hit him with the hula hoop, but no. My first instinct because of that would be to wait until he tires out or trips over whatever. But no. It doesn't make much sense if you hula hoop into him and not use the stun club first. But you're actually supposed to smack into his ball a few times. And then he'll fall over. In which case we'll get into the second part of his mini-boss. So, yeah. I didn't think of this for the first time. I thought I could just like run away from him and wait for him to get tired. But no, this is how you're supposed to fight him. It's not really that good a boss. And yeah, you just keep running away from him and then attacking him until he goes down. And yeah, you can tell what happens next once he falls over. Yeah. Now, this part confused the fuck out of me. We're now right in where the professor is, and this guy will actually roll into you. And he'll just run into a wall and then get dizzy. You can hit him. And also, Professor is here in full model. He'll actually run away from the ball guy. So my first instinct was to have him roll into the freaking door to break it open, but no. What you're actually supposed to do is smack him with the bat more when he's knocked out, and you'll win. It doesn't make sense to me. Just roll with it. And yeah, that's it.
Thanks for saving me. I'm so glad to see you, and glad to see you're safe. You've gotten stronger.
Thanks to your gadgets, Professor.
No, the gadgets don't contain any real power. It's all in how you were able to use them. The true power is inside of you, Spike. You've grown, you've learned a lot, and you've truly become stronger.
You think so? Thanks, Professor, but I don't feel any different.
By the way, Spike, have you been able to find Spectre yet?
No.
Okay, I'll go back to the lab and fix the equipment. If we don't hurry, Spectre may change history forever and destroy us all. I'm afraid there isn't much time though, Spike. Maybe you should continue to search for Spectre in the amusement park. It could be dangerous, so promise me that you'll be careful.
I will.
And now we teleport outside, because why not? Anyway, we're not going to leave now, because we're actually done on the two most important parts of this entire level. Let's see what happens next.
The fun is just beginning. Listen carefully. Go to the go-kart. Your friend will be waiting for you there. This will be the final showdown. But believe me, it won't be as easy as resting in the professor. There's no turning back, so don't whip out now. Let's see what will lead us.
The first time I heard Spectre talk, some of it sounded like mumbling, so I couldn't understand what he was saying. But when you have it this loud and such, you can actually hear him, yeah, it starts making more sense. Anyway, Western Lands. Western Land is optional. The whole point of this area is to get monkeys and a token. I'm not kidding. And all the monkeys here have guns, so that's fun. And they're all red and black monkeys too, so they're aggressive as fuck. Now the first one's easy, because he's on the roof, you know, just take care of him. The next three, however, will keep popping out of these windows here in this barn. I think it's obvious what you have to do here, and we are going to bring out the slingshot for this one. But before we actually continue on, there are free cookies here, as well as a token right up there on that sign. So, just glide yourself up there and get it. And yeah, it's only a token in this little level right now. But yes, we have to take care of these three. How do you do so? Well, to take care of them, you have to shoot them down, because they will shoot at you. You could try doing this, but it's a waste of time, so don't bother. Just shoot him down and grab him. Now, the way they work is kind of weird. The one on the right will run away to the right, he won't run the door. The one on the left runs to the left and try to shoot you down. And the one in the middle will go instantly in that door. The one on the left might go back in the door as well, but the one on the right, he just stays here by the sign. I don't know why. But yeah, we have to take care of this one monkey now, considering he just ran back inside. Grab him immediately, and by the way, this door will open, but if you try to go inside, it won't let you, and then you'll get hurt by the door. So that happens. I mean, why not? And that's it for this area. There's nothing else to Western Land. It's pretty much just this. You can leave now. Nothing else to it. Which means all we have left is the go-kart. Which, yes, it's gonna be another mini-boss. And yes, it's gonna be our last fight with Jake. And hey, it's that music. So you ready for this big finale fight with Jake? Because it's kind of confusing as well.
Jake, we don't have to do this. Just come back to the lab.
Don't even bother, Spike. You and I have always been good competitors, but this is it. Let's settle this once and for all. Let's see who's really the best. Let's go!
Right. So, here's my first thought. Smack him. Just outright beat the shit out of him. You can't. He has a force field. So, next you're thinking, okay, maybe I have to wait until the light goes green and then race him. No, that's not it either. Even though so far all of Jake's little levels and such have been races, this is not a race. So what do you do then? Well, if you hold onto this button long enough, he'll suddenly charge into you. And then after a bit after charging in, he'll go right back. It also exposes his weakness, the big green button. This is a weird fight to me, considering I thought this would actually be another race, considering it's Jake and he's in a fucking RC car. But no. What you're actually supposed to do is stay on the red pad here, which turns green, and then after a while he'll begin to charge into you. Glide over him and get behind him. Then smack his weak point and do it a few times until his car is destroyed. I mean, this isn't a new thing. Like this whole fucking... It's basically like a bull thing, really. Like, the green button here is basically the red fucking velvet thing, and... You know, he's the bull. And he charges into you, into a wall, and then you just smack him in the ass. But yeah, this one confused me because I thought this would be a race, and it looked like from outside this area there would actually be more of this level. But no, these tires do not fuck off. So yeah, that is actually the entire Jake boss. It's pretty easy. And it's also kind of confusing. The bosses here are just really confusing compared to Ape Escape 2, and I'm just not a big fan of them at all. Anyway, we beat Jake now, so let's see what happens next. It's a bit of a big cutscene too.
Jake!
What? Where am I?
Jake, are you okay?
Spike? Oh, this is so weird. I don't remember. I can't remember what I've been doing.
Are you okay? Don't you remember anything at all? Have you forgotten about the apes? Or about working with Spectre?
Spectre? Apes? What are you talking about? Ow, 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 ouch! My head.
Yes, it's really you. You're back to normal. I'm so glad to see you again.
I do remember something about Spectre and apes or something, but what?
Yeah! I'm so glad you're back.
Ouch!
Let's go
You're
tell the
hurting me.
professor.
Put me down.
Oh, look, you've broken the spell. It's just as well. I really don't need you anymore anyway. Everything's going exactly as I planned it.
Who's that?
It's Spectre.
Spike, I guess I underestimated your strength. You're smarter than I thought you were. I could use somebody like you. Why don't you join me and we'll conquer the world together? When we're a team, no one will be able to beat us.
You're crazy if you think I'll team up with you.
Relax. Just meet with me. You're looking for me anyway. You'll find me in my new castle in the middle of the amusement park. Come as my guest. I'll even leave the entrance open for you. I'll be waiting.
Are you really going?
Yeah, I've got to catch Spectre.
I'm going with you. Ouch.
No. It's better if you go back and help the professor. You need to regain your strength. The professor will need your protection.
But... Okay. I understand. I'll do that. I'll get back right away.
Can you get back there on your own?
Of course. No sweat.
Okay then. I'm going too.
Okay. Spike! Good luck.
And that's it. Oh, and by the way, you can't move your camera in this area. Just thought I'd let you know. So you can't look around, really. Sucks, really. Anyway, yes, the gates are now open and we can now head straight for Spectre with so little monkeys and tokens. My god. That's because Spectreland here is not the main level. This whole entire 30 minutes has been a detour for the actual main level that we're about to encounter right now inside these gates.
What? Whoa! Huh? What? The castle's flying!
And welcome to the monkey madness part. Welcome to the actual level. That whole entire little music park thing, very small. It's just there for story. The actual level where all the monkeys are, as well as the tokens, and Spectre, is up in his flying castle. So yeah, we kind of wasted about 30 minutes of our time in an amusement park, saving our friends, getting very little shit, and Spectre's just right here. Spectre kind of fucked with us a bit here, and he's gonna continue fucking with us with his little castle, because it's actually a bit of a maze. A bit. Because it keeps ringing around in circles. But it's not as confusing as a maze, and it's less confusing than the bosses we fought so far. And by the way, there was a monkey right here just lounging around in the ground of where... I don't know how the fuck he survived being underground like that, but whatever. Inside of here is a teleporter. This is how we get up to that castle, because we can't get up there any other way. So let's press the button over here. there is also, right above Teleporter, a Spectre Coin. And that's going to be the last Spectre Coin of this little amusement park area. After this, we're going straight for the castle. So yes, the rest of your scene right here, it's in there. Now, music is supposed to play here, but it doesn't. I don't know why. But yeah, here we are. We're at the front door of Spectre's castle. And, it's pretty industrial. There's also a gimme of a fucking Spectre coin right here, as well as some more tokens. And there's also UFO pads, but no monkeys. Even though the door to get inside requires 2 monkeys. There's also a door on the side. And I kind of went to get back over here, but the corner here has a weird hitbox, and I bounce right off of it, and I fall into the abyss, and also the monkey just happened. And the music's here now. So we've lost about 7-8 lives, and now it's time to handle the castle. Which, I'm gonna be honest here. This castle, I'm not a huge fan of. And not only that, it's another 30 minutes. Yeah, like I said, this is the longest level in the game. And it shows. Even if you're bum rushing for just Natalie, Spectre, and not the Professor, and Jake, if you're just going for them and avoiding the Western Land and getting through this in any percent, it's still gonna take you a while. But yeah, the emergency button is pressed, and now the fans have activated. I don't know what that is supposed to do, but there you go. And we need to get that monkey down there. Now I was confused because there was a slow-moving fan, so I thought I can jump right on it, but no. And there's also a platform over there. Might have noticed that. How do we get over there? You don't. The platform is a fake. You can't get there. In fact, there's a few areas around here that you actually can't get into at all. But you can get up here, in which you can find some moving barrels that are spinning around and being transferred. I don't know what the point of them is. And there's also a button here and a Spectre token. See? So I'm going to get the Spectre coin right now, and I'm just going to go ahead and press the button, in which it will do the following. But first, I need to get out my slingback shooter to take care of this. And now we can get that monkey down that they pressed the emergency button. Yeah, that's about it for this area. I'm not joking. Once you get this monkey over here, you're supposed to leave. I honestly thought there would be more to this area. Like there would be a way to go up to that platform, or there'd be like a hidden little area with a monkey inside of it, or some Spectre coins or whatever. Just anything. But no. You can't even climb this fan, even though it looks like you actually can, considering it looks like there are parts where you can actually grab onto it. No, they're invisible walls. So, what you're actually supposed to do is go back. And you'd think there's no point, because there's nothing there. There are UFO pads, but there's no monkeys. You didn't see any monkeys. Well, once this button is pressed, the emergency button is pressed, and you go back, all of a fucking sudden, the monkeys appear immediately in their UFOs. I didn't see that coming. I honestly thought that wouldn't be happening. I thought the monkeys would be right over here, they'd be alerted and get in their UFOs to attack me because they're defenses. But no. They're just waiting the UFOs for the emergency button to be pressed so they can get out of there. And they're also in spacesuits. They're all in spacesuits here. And they have guns, and they will shoot at you and be annoying. But yeah, just take care of the UFOs, take care of the monkeys, then you can actually get inside the door, because that one monkey we got there does not count for getting inside the main area. Yeah, he's just an optional monkey. You did not have to actually grab him. I know, it doesn't make much sense either to me. This whole entire level is it has confusing moments. It's not as confusing as TV Tower, because at least in design this makes sense. Not TV Tower. TV Tower makes no fucking sense to me. And now we can get inside and actually take care of Spectre face to face. Sort of. Because he's not just gonna be inside there waiting for me. He's got some more shit up his sleeve. And he's gonna be fucking with us still. So let me just go ahead and get another life, because I've lost a few more. I got 23 lives now. And let's move on. So yeah, we're coming back here with the boxing glove because, yes, this is another level we need that boxing glove to take care of the fucking crate. And we also have the RC car right here because this is a bit of an annoying one. I'm going to jump cut to me completing this, but you're supposed to actually get on this platform that's moving and have the RC car on it as well. Bring it all the way through this button and have it press, and the freaking gate will rise up and you can get inside for one monkey that is currently playing pool. Again, this is optional and only for 100%, but still. So yeah, I'm just gonna grab him right now. There we go. And now we can leave. And about this area. This area is actually optional. You don't have to come here. In fact, you don't have to come here at all until way later in the game. Because you'll be teleported here later on. But the whole entire point of this area is, again, for 100%. You don't have to be here. You can just go right back to the main hub now. There's a life here you can have, and just in case you've lost too many. But otherwise, you have this wall here, which is where we teleport. And you have a door that is currently locked. We can't unlock it yet. And there are a whole bunch of enemies here, and there's also these UFO things here. It also looks like a freaking, like, another one of those gate things on that little spot there. That does not open. That's just there to show. There's the door, by the way. And, yeah, we can't do anything in this area, so we're going back. The actual area we're supposed to go to is right up here on the slope. Right up the red carpet. Because this again, 30 minutes of content, really. This is not a 30-minute level. It's literally like a 1-hour level, straightforward from it. It's not a 1-hour game. Like, I'm pretty sure people have been able to speedrun this game in less time. It's just so fucking long, dude. And yeah, that painting there, that's important. Not right now, but it is important. Right now, though, just get some tokens in case you need some help. And then move on out to these stairs. By the way, it's guarded. That's why it's sort of important right now. It's a well-guarded painting. You know, it's got all that fence. Anyway, inside this door is some buttons. And of course, you have the RC car to press one of them so you can unlock the door, which will rise up and then go back down, which you need the hula hoop to get past. We kind of did this kind of thing back in one of the levels of, like the pirate level, where like you open the fucking gate where the big treasure chest is and such, and you go through. Yeah. By the way, I believe this is actually the gate that, you know, we can go back to right now and deal with, but we're not dealing with that right now because we'll be coming back here way later. So fuck backtracking there. Let's just continue on through this door. Because through this door is an opening that is a monkey's head. Yes! There's also some tokens here of a weird camera angle. So, what's behind this door? Why the monkey head? Well, this isn't optional. We have to go inside of here anyway to take care of a little problem, but a lot of this is optional. Like, there is actually a bit that I absolutely hate about this area that I not only lost a life on, but I have cut out 20 minutes of footage because of it. This one moment took me over 20 minutes. Yeah. If you know what I mean, if you know what I'm talking about, you might be able to understand. But if you've never played this game before, let me just say this little bit sucks. But anyway, over here is a nice little speed course. Has a life here for you, as well as some tokens and cookies. And there's also this monkey head here whose eyes will retract, like right the fuck out when you hit this wheel. And we need to, because the only way to get across is by his eyes. And I know that makes no sense. Why don't we just use the freaking monkey helmet, considering that should be straight enough? But no, we can't, because the monkey helmet is fucking fake. It is fucking slippery as shit with oil or some shit. And the very top part, we go through a bit. So, you know, you just can't do it. You can't. So just get on his eyes and move on. Even though the eyes are kind of awkward. Anyway, over here you will find the part that took me 20 fucking minutes to deal with. There is two monkeys here. One that's going to be running around. He might go in there if you don't grab him immediately. And the other one is inside this big cage with fucking gaps and 4 holes for him to exit out of. This is obviously an RC car course. And I hate it. I hate it so much. It is the most annoying fucking RC car course of this game. I hate this so fucking much. First of all, hit this button, by the way, because this will happen. Now we can go forward through the level, but right now, this fucker. There are cookies here, which is nice, but traversing through here in the RC car and getting this monkey to go through an opening for you to grab him and such, it is so annoying, especially if you can actually get this fucking thing destroyed by having him punch it or go through the gaps. I'm gonna jump cut past over 20 minutes of footage to where I actually get him. Because I lost a life, and I am not making you watch me chase this fucker down for over 20 minutes. Because that is stupid. Why the fuck would I make you watch that? There you go. There's also a token and a monkey over here. I'm not getting him yet. We'll come back here later on because I don't know how to get him. I will soon in like the backtracking area because, you know, this is actually where the Spectre fight is going to be. This will be our first Spectre fight, so we will be getting the boxing glove after this, but we'll be coming back here later to get him and the token because I find out how to get to them later on. It's a bit confusing and well hidden. This is the most well hidden shit with this game, by the way. This level has the most well hidden stuff. But yeah, we'll be coming back here later. Right now though, is this area? I don't know what the fuck this area is. I don't know what its purpose is. It's a bunch of broken platforms with big mechs that will shoot at you if they're on screen. And they have no monkeys in them, but they do have stuff in them, and they take a few hits to destroy. And they kind of remind me of the robots from the fucking Crazy Frog music video. You know, that guard enemy, the guard guy that would chase Crazy Frog? Yeah, his design is kind of resembling this robot here. I don't know about you guys, but it kind of reminds me of it. But yeah, the whole point of this guy is to follow him and destroy him with your bat, and he'll keep moving around. He's kind of random, and he takes a few hits. Your cinematic shooter is nothing, does nothing to him, and yeah. There's no point finding him, by the way. But I'm gonna destroy them anyway, so that I have destroyed at least one of these guys. I can feel a bit happy about that. But yeah, they can be right behind you, but they will not shoot you if they are off screen. If the camera does not show them, they will never shoot at you. They are kind of weird enemies. But yeah, after this, they're the last enemy really. There's no other enemies after this. It's all monkeys at this point, and enemies you've already fought before. So really, it's just Spectre at this point. It's gonna be the new thing. But yeah, this area, I don't know what its purpose is. There's a whole bunch of shit here. Like, there's even a fucking like a TV screen that follows you because it's got the game camera on it. I don't know what this fucking area is. But I do know it has some lives in here, which is nice. So, in case you lose a life, luckily they respawn, so... In fact, this area is lovely enough to have a life inside, like, a crystal shell, which only appears in this level, by the way. Where if you die, you go right back to the start, but luckily, you do have that life there, so... You won't actually lose your life as long as you keep destroying that and grabbing it back. You will never lose a life in this little area, which is nice of the game. But even then, it's such a shit fucking level, really. Its design makes no sense to me. I don't know what the purpose of this area is. There's conveyor belts here, which push off to the sides of the abyss. There's like this mirror thing here, which isn't really a mirror. I don't... What? There's this machine here, which is a number, too. It's all floors here and such. There's like an escalator here. What the fuck is this? This is on the same level of weird as the fucking tank area of the TV tower. But it still fits the theme. The TV tower area did not. It made no sense. It looked like a fucking test area for the tank. This does not. This has the sort of style that would fit this fucking area. But it's so weird and out of place, yet at the same time fits. I don't get it. I really fucking don't. It's less confusing in the TV tower tank area, and at the same time, it really shouldn't. It should be more confusing. I don't get it. I don't know what this area's purpose is. I don't know what the purpose of some of these areas are. But they fit this area. They fit this entire level. And now we are outside in space. No, I am not fucking joking. We have left the atmosphere of space. Like, we left the atmosphere of fucking Earth. And now we're in space. And we can breathe. By the way, this was floor 3. What the fuck is this thing? Anyway. We are in space. We can breathe in space, no problem. I don't know how that makes sense. There are monkeys here, as well as these motherfuckers. They're annoying. They're not too different from the kamikaze pricks. They just don't like, they don't electrocute you, and don't, like, blow up or whatever. They just charge it to you and then fuck off. There is a deal with that. There's also a monkey right up here on the roof at the beginning area. Just glide yourself over there and take care of him. Don't worry, you can glide back. It's luckily not dickish enough to make us have to go all the way around again. You can actually make it back over there by gliding. But yeah, there is one more need for the RC car. This. Now, there are 3 buttons in here. And also, for some reason, even though I should have gone right in here, for some reason, it's a little small gap you can actually get into. in which your RC car will fall right through. I don't know why. But yeah. Get your RC car in there and then take care of these buttons. The first button was a bridge to your right that will retract back inside. The third button is the same thing for the other side. If you hold them down, they just go right back in. The second button, however, raises the platform for you to get up to the second area of this fucking, like, part. And that's all you need. These two buttons are useless considering you can actually glide over to there. So don't bother the bridges, just use your glider and get over to them. The one on the left has a monkey and a token, it's optional. And the one on the right actually has where you're supposed to go. And that is actually the last time we ever used the RC car. Yeah, it is the last time. There's no other point in the game where you need the RC car. So say goodbye to that gadget. But yeah, over here you will find a button, which if you press, it will do this. It will bring these fucking things up, which will not, well actually they will be trapped, but after a certain amount of time. Get up across, and then get yourself over through the narrow platform to another one of those platforms that boosts you up, but they look different, so they're kind of weird to me. And yeah, I didn't realize until I saw the arrows. And more robots, as well as this. I thought I had to get them through a few times, like get out like a fucking platform or something, like I can rewarded for getting them in. But no. What you're actually supposed to do is have one of them hit it directly in the middle of this blue bar, which makes it stop, and then get on it for it to slowly go back to the fucking beginning. It didn't make much sense to me for a few minutes, but when I found out about that, it kind of still didn't make too much sense to me, but it did make a little bit more sense. Just a little bit. Anyway, take these freaking cookies in case you need them, and then over here you'll find this fucker. Now, this is a recolored guy from the fucking park, but he doesn't spin around too, he's a flamethrower. But, yeah. Take him down, he takes a bit to take care of, and once he's dead, you get a life with some tokens. There's no point fighting him. There's literally no point. But in case you want an extra life, and if you can actually manage to kill him good enough, there you go. Anyway, press the button over here, and the painting is now revealed to be an elevator. Yep, that's the importance of it. Well, it's got some stairs. Luckily, we can actually get back over there by being stuck on this platform and being teleported all the way to that area I told you about. See? So now that we're back here, we can now take care of that door that was previously locked, but now is unlocked. And you get to ride this thing. This bit only appears here. It's kinda jarring and weird to me. But there you go. And it's a Spectre token here and a monkey and a life, so there's some good news there. And that is actually it for this area. Now, I did miss some things. I missed some tokens. I missed some monkeys. One of the monkeys being in a box. Like, that's nothing new. But we are coming back here later on at the boxing glove, which is when we can actually complete this level. So don't worry, we'll be getting everything. Every single thing in the boxing glove backtracking part. Right now, though, we're done here. We're moving on the Spectre. And yes, this is a Spectre fight, though it's kind of the same way as the first Spectre fight in Ape Escape 2. We're not really fighting Spectre, so much as we're fighting a giant mech. It's not too, out of place considering what we had to do for Ape Escape 2. But yeah, it's a giant mech fight. And I'm pretty sure you can already tell how this is gonna go. But let's go ahead and do a cutscene first. We gotta see what Spectre has to say to us before we actually get into the big first boss fight of Spectre. Like the actual Spectre fight. Let's see what it has to say.
What's wrong with you? I can't believe what a mess you made. You didn't have to blow everything apart. I told you the door would be open. I only wanted to talk to you. That's why I invited you in. So what do you think of my castle? Do you like it? This castle is the most powerful fortress ever constructed. It will be so easy to conquer the world. It really is perfect, isn't it?
What are you saying? Are you out of your mind? Just stop this crazy plan already.
Why don't you stop fighting me and join me instead? You know, like your friend did.
No way! I won't be controlled by you!
Well, we'll see about that. With my new powers and my superior intelligence, it would be so easy to put you under my control. You could fight it all you wanted, be able to resist. Like this! Ow! Is that painful? Give it up! Join me! Unless you do, the pain you're feeling will only get worse.
No! 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 I won't!
You really think you can fight and beat me? You're no match for my powers.
I don't want to! I won't!
Wow! What's going on? My powers! Why aren't they working?
I'll tell you why.
What?
Power alone isn't the true strength. Well, something like that.
I can't believe this is happening! I have no use for you now! Get out of here!
Hey, wait!
Take this!
Did you get all that? Anyway, here's the actual fucking boss fight of Spectre. Well, the first part of it, at least. This made no sense to me. I thought I just had to, like, you know, keep letting him shoot me until he, like, fires a big fucking ball or something. Because if I kept attacking him like this, he would just push me back, but no. For some reason, this is damaging him. This is how you're supposed to fight him. I don't get how you're supposed to realize this or understand this, but this is how you're supposed to fight him in this first part. And you just keep going at it until, well, he's defeated. There's no way to actually get an indication of how far you're going. And you don't get much of a good indicator if you're doing damage to him or not unless he goes red when you hit him, not this shit. So, yeah, this is a weird boss fight, and I don't get it. But after the first part, the second part will make much more sense. So right now, cutscene. And now it's time for the fucking actual fight. Now this makes much more sense. First of all, you got these little robots that will try to attack you by, you know, just sort of being there and shooting at you to stay around a bit. You know, like this. And then he has a few moves like this shit. and like doing this shit. What you're supposed to do is destroy these guys, because otherwise they'll just keep doing shit like this. They are a bit annoying to destroy, but you know. But you just keep at it a bit, and you know, you can't really attack him until his weak spot's available, which it isn't. Because his weak spot is right on his chest. You might be noticing the little door there. And yeah, he also has this thing of shooting at you. But have you noticed something weird? Yeah, this is not that kind of boss fight. This isn't like the Ape Escape 2 boss fight. In fact, these little guys do not get destroyed, they're invincible. This is more like the fucking engine fight from like Crash 2, in which you're supposed to hit his other parts first for his actual weak spot to be revealed. So, this whole entire thing is just destroy his arms first, because they are his weak spots. Once the first arm is destroyed, his second arm comes into play, which is this shit. Don't worry, he'll start shooting with this too, which will be a bit more annoying considering it's a little more radical. But yeah, hit this 2 more times and, you know, it gets destroyed. And then the chest will be open. But how does he attack you after this shit? How does he try to kill you after these arms destroyed? Yeah. There's his weak spot. He attacks you by doing this. Destroying the floor. Which isn't really new, but there's a lot less floor when he destroys it compared to Ape Escape 2. So it's a lot less forgiving here. And he'll do it twice. After a few hits, which he takes 3 of, he'll destroy 2 floors. So be careful. He'll destroy the middle one, so that sucks. But yeah, here's final weak spot, and you win! Congratulations, you beat Inspector for the first time. Cutscene time.
You ruined everything! If it weren't for you, everything would be perfect!
Spectre, put a stop to this now! I'm taking you back to the amusement park.
You must be joking! You're not taking me anywhere! I'll never go back! I'm never going back to that rotten place! You listen, and you listen good! I will return! And when I do, I'll destroy you and the world as you know it! So you better be ready, because next time, I won't fail!
Wait! Spectre!
I mean, come on, you already knew he was going to escape. Because we're not done yet. You already know why. But first, results time.
You did great.
Yay, they're back! And that is Ape Escape 1, ladies and gentlemen. At least if you were any percenting this. this would be how the game would end for you if you weren't 100% in this game. You'd get a cutscene to tell you to go 100% it though. But for anyone that's not 100%ing, this is how it ends, and this is what you get. There is more though. This isn't the end, and you know it because you've seen Ape Escape 2 already. And this was the game before it. This was the game that started the whole thing with this. There is a second Spectre fight, and the only way to do it is to get all the monkeys. So, obviously, we need to go and backtrack with our final gadget that you only get after being Spectre the first time. And that final gadget is the boxing glove. Yeah, or the power punch as it would be called. And yeah, this is basically where speedruns begin when it comes to time trials. If you are going to actually do the time trials and speedrun that shit, you have to beat the fucking game first. You have to get the boxing glove. Because otherwise, you can't really compete with those speedrun times, considering people have been able to beat the fucking levels with times of like seconds. Like less than 5 seconds at least. Because there's a lot of tokens and there's a lot of use for that boxing glove to get tokens and monkeys and such. So don't fucking do them unless you're getting that boxing glove. And I'm not good at it. I'm really not good at it at all. But I will showcase, like, sort of how you're supposed to go through this stuff. Again, I would recommend if you're going to speedrun those time trials to actually look at the time trial speedruns themselves, like look at their actual runs of those levels to understand how you're supposed to do them. But yeah, this is where you're supposed to do them now, because once you get the boxing glove, it becomes the speedrun thing. It comes really fucking easy. But yeah, right now, next time on Ape Escape 1, we are going to go back through all the levels we have remaining. All the levels we have not completed yet. All levels that need to have their time trials completed. And we're going to beat them with the boxing glove. And we're going to get every monkey and token next time on Ape Escape 1. But right now, I'm going to go save after this little cutscene that lets you know that your adventure is not yet over.
Spectre will definitely be back, and when he is, I'm sure he'll do more evil.
Professor, I'll go back and find Spectre.
That's a good idea. But first, use the time station to return to the past and check each era for any remaining monkeys on the loose. We can't leave any of them wandering around. While you do that, I'll go back to the lab and track down Spectre. Then we'll find him and stop him for good.
And there you go. So yeah, this is literally your sign to go back to the levels you haven't actually completed yet and 100% the game. And they'll award you with the boxing glove, which is what this next part will be. The boxing glove or the power punch backtracking part. So yeah, what levels do we have anyway? Because we got 88.4% done. Like, what do we have left? What have I missed? Well, any level that has the fucking box. So that would be, obviously, Monkey Madness, as well as a few other fucking monkeys. TV Tower is another one. Spectre's Factory is also one. And of course, Crumbling Castle is the last one. Except, there is one more level. Yeah, Dark Ruins. We'll be going back through all these levels next time on Ape Escape 1. Because we are here to 100% it, not any percent. That's what the whole point of these Let's Plays. I'll see you then.